ARESxGOD here, and I'm just blown away. I really wasn't expecting this series to be such. I'm trying to find my words to express how good it was. The animation, the world, the characters. They finally did justice to the Cyberpunk universe, and also the series made me so mad and frustrated, but not at the series, just at the game. Imagine if Cyberpunk 2077 had this story, characters. We started out as David, going through the same legends, going through the same steps he went through, even making different choices, similar choices, and so on. So many branching paths they could have done here. This is such an amazing series. Studio Trigger have done just such a good job with it. It looks amazing, just the usual, the colors, those vibrant colors that also fit very well from Studio Trigger in the Cyberpunk universe. And I literally just finished the episode right now. I have to record a video about it. I'm still a bit emotional. This is just gonna be a raw reaction slash review of the series and why I liked it, why you guys should definitely check it out. I think this is one of the best anime we have had in quite some time. I'm gonna have some recommendation, also talk a bit about the characters, the world, some Easter eggs, and there. So yeah, let's get into it and talk about this series. Now, I'm gonna try and keep it very spoiler free. We're gonna have some minor spoilers here, some characters, some minor plot points, nothing major. Except if I'm gonna talk about a major plot point, I'm gonna tell you beforehand, so just you guys know. Now, I would highly recommend first watching the series, then maybe coming back to the video, or just stopping when there's a spoiler mentioned. It's just amazing, and I'm probably gonna repeat myself quite a bit. But yeah, it starts off quite innocent with our character here. We see his humble beginnings in a way, his mother being one of the most awesome characters, even though a bit of a smaller spoiler here. She's gonna have a similar fate with the usual mothers in anime, but they did it in a much better way here because it fits with the world, the universe. And speaking of that, the Cyberpunk world, they actually done it quite a lot of justice. Even the background, the city, the corporation, the cyber psychosis over there, how they showed it in a way to make sense in the anime. Those glitching eyes and bodies, the beginnings, how the trauma team, only if you have money. We even have some Easter eggs, afterlife, some locations. If you have played Cyberpunk, also if have read the source material, you're probably gonna recognize. I don't know, I'm still very surprised. It's still my raw reaction, so to say. Just finished the series, like I said. I wasn't expecting them to do such a good job giving justice to the Cyberpunk universe. Characters over here were done very good. The gore, the graphical side of the universe was actually shown, not censored. The sexual theme that happened in the Cyberpunk universe, the gory deaths over there, the influence of the cybernetic, the results with the cyber psychosis, just everything, the mental thing that was also happening, the choices some of the character made, good, bad, in between, gray, betrayal, was so good. Now, I liked how in 10 episodes they made such a blaze of glory sort of series. If you're gonna watch it, you're gonna know what I mean about that. And it fits very well with Cyberpunk, trying to become a legend. That's the Cyberpunk way. And our character, David, let's just say this is more like the real high school life you're probably gonna get in a lot of high school, not the typical high school anime here at the Arasaka University. Him getting a bit bullied because of his status. This is a minor spoiler, not gonna affect quite a lot of what if you haven't seen the series, but it's very important because he has humble beginnings, and that just shows what this universe can do and how good they portrayed this side of the universe. Now I'm gonna have a bit of some spoilers here, just skimming through them, not gonna give out major plot points, just introducing a bit of the characters in a way. Just if you want to have a blind view of the series, stop the video here, go watch the series and then come back. I would love for you to come back to see everything else, have a conversation about the series, because it's so freaking good. Now our main character David, with his humble beginnings, with his mother doing everything to give him a proper life, overworking herself, and some other things on the side which you're not gonna get into, the showing the high status of the corporate side, how entitled they are, especially the students at the university, things of course after that, and I know the background just put the world into a much better perspective, so to say, showing one dude on the sidewalk fucking a flashlight. And that's the cyberpunk universe. You see there the murderers, the beginnings with the gory cyber psychosis one we've had, that he's a major plot point to our character David. I'm not gonna give out details over there how it started. The way that highway incident happened over there fits very well into the universe. The trauma team, if you don't have insurance, hashtag America, I'm joking, but hey, no, you're literally trash on the road. If trauma teams don't care about, they're gonna let you die in the street if you don't have insurance, like to a whole nother level of extreme how they handle premium insurance over there. And just the more I was watching it, some Easter eggs also with afterlife, with some locations you probably read about, or if you have played the game you're gonna recognize them. Some characters also show being there, having some cameos, quite a few of them. Made me, hey, I would like to play the game more, but also frustrated at the same time. Why couldn't the game's story be this good with what they have managed to achieve in 10 episodes over here? Like, the animation looked amazing, the colors, the characters, the fight scene, the goriness of it, and yeah, David started humble beginnings, and I'm not gonna say anything about the ending, but trust me, it's very well fit with the cyberpunk universe. We also have our main girl Lucy. The way they met was amazing. She was very hot, to say the least. All of the characters were looking amazing. Manny, the big mentor, big brother, so to say, the interactions between him and David were so good. The beginnings, the middle part with them bonding, the way their relationship ended up, the other characters, Kiwi also being a very important one. Rebecca felt like she was the energy of the entire crew over there. Her brother, which I liked quite a lot, he was the wonky side. The doctor also, which we had, which is a major character connection to David. The bad guys with Arasaka, Faraday being there also as the fixer, Militech, all the companies. I don't know how they managed to cram so many things into just 10 episodes, and all of it made sense, had a beginning, a middle, and an end, and a more than satisfying ending. Quite one of the best endings, I think, in such a short story. But yeah, overall, probably these are my jumbled raw emotions after watching the anime. I wish more series handled stories like this, just have a proper ending, amazing characters, amazing animations, take inspiration from something based on the cyberpunk universe, but also do it justice. And Studio Trigger has done an amazing job here with Netflix, because it's also on Netflix. I don't know how involved they were in the story, but that's another conversation about the anime industry. But yeah, overall, again, this has been one of the best series I've seen so far. And I don't know how much more praise can I give it. Would I wish a season 2? Yes, but I would wish for different characters, a different story, not a continuation with the way things have ended. Maybe some cameos from these characters, some of them from the original story, some of them from the game also, but not a continuation of this specific story. Night City is just huge, and not just Night City, the world is huge over there. It could have so many things that could happen. Even one of the major characters in the universe, Adam Smasher, being there, just amazing. I can't wait to get more. Now, these were just my jumbled thoughts a bit in a way. Like I said, animation great, world building, the background, the characters, everything has been really, really good. Now, here I'm gonna have some spoiler discussions over here. If you haven't seen the series, this is your warning. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Some are gonna be major, some are gonna be minors. You can stop the video here, go watch the series, and then come back, or keep on watching. You have been warned. Now, the story starts, like I said, humble beginnings with David, his tough life at school, his mother doing anything and everything to give him a proper life, and typical in the cyberpunk universe, he dies in a drive-by on the road, and that's the point where his life just derails completely, to say the least. Also, the cyber psychotic event they had there, he ends up with the implant because his mother was a nurse. She stole that implant to sell it, which brings us the connection with the crew that he's gonna run with Manny, Kiwi, Rebecca, Lucy, which ties a bit later into her, how they meet him using the implant, and her being a chip pocket, so to say, stealing chips instead of wallets, typical the cyberpunk universe. And that's how they meet, they bond together a bit. She has a moment of weakness, so to say. She felt comfortable with him, sharing her innermost thoughts there, her dream to one day visit the moon, which ties amazingly into the end of the series. And this is where he starts learning the ropes, so to say, bonding with his big brother over there, going on jobs. This is what I wish we could have done in the game Cyberpunk 2077, but yeah, that's another conversation about the game. Slowly and slowly he was learning, dealing with everything. People also started taking notice of him because he was special, more resilient, being able to use that implant quite more or quite easily compared to somebody else. And things definitely escalate from there, with Faraday being the fixer that is also playing both sides. Things get a lot more complicated. We get some cameos from characters, like I said, and David slowly and slowly just gets more and more immersed into this cyberpunk world, especially after some of the crew member dies. One dies randomly on the street, shot in the head by a guy with his dick in his hand. That was just typical cyberpunk universe. You can die any day to anything dystopian, very, very dystopian universe. If you don't know anything about the universe there, some die on the job, some betrayed them in the end, referring to major spoiler point here, referring to Kiwi. Manny also just succumbing, so to say, to so many implants he had there, refusing to admit he needed to tone it down. In the end, he ends up killing his love, his partner, in a crisis over there, in losing his mind on the job, losing having a bigger past tied to Arasaka, being one of the groomed children for net running over there, herself also running from her past, which catches up to her at some point. And it all ends in this beautiful blaze of glory, because after one of the jobs goes poorly, you have a bit of a time skip after Manny died also there, and David is in charge of the crew. They're taking jobs. He's got a lot more implants now, but even him, while still being special, it's gonna catch up to him in the end. Even the doctor told him, but he didn't believe it until right up the end. And going through jobs, things get more complicated. Faraday betrays them, uses them. Arasaka wants to get to David to use him for an experiment to test out this cyber skeleton because of his ability to adapt a lot more to cyber implants. And yeah, he gets manipulated into testing out that cyber skeleton thanks to Faraday, kidnapping Lucy, using her, putting Militech also and Asaka after them. But he uses that one just literally going out in a blaze of glory, destroying Militech and Arasaka personnel left and right, chasing after the tower, getting to Faraday. Was just so good, that chase, that fight, everything, how hard he was fighting, giving it his all, literally. And in the end, he ends up facing the boogeyman of the Night City, of the universe, Adam Smasher. Like, literally Adam Smasher being there, even him giving David credit for how far. Of course, in a smug, backhanded compliment, the way Adam Smasher is there. And David achieves his goal in a way. Throughout the series, you can see him, which I liked quite a lot, even ever since we first got introduced to him. He has been living for his mother's dream to go up the corporate ladder. After that, for Manny's dream to keep pushing forward, and then for Lucy's dream to one day visit the moon together. And after that, he finally achieves something, becoming a legend, going in a blaze of glory, but also giving Lucy her dream to one day visit the moon. And the relationship between them, I don't know how they managed to do it this good in such short of a time, 10 episodes, which just shows some series are just way too prolonged, the pacing is way off. This is how you do a series and a story that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And I'm still a bit emotional after the end. You very rarely get a series that has this good of an ending. And yeah, characters are gonna die, which I liked quite a lot. Was bittersweet, so to say. I liked how good the ending is with characters actually dying, but also you have that sadness thing, characters you got attached to and liked dying. But the story was amazing, the characters, the universe. We have finally gotten justice for the Cyberpunk universe. So yeah, this is where the spoilers end. I probably jumbled my thoughts, talked all over, mixed some things up, but this is a raw reaction, not a scripted review. This is the way I like to do things, not script out everything, just talk about my raw emotions, what I thought about the series, what I think about an episode right after it aired. And I just love to talk about anime. I'd love to talk to you guys about this series. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought about it. Please do check it out. I highly recommend you guys check out this series. It's one of the gems we get rarely every few years. Now, if you have liked this type of series, dystopian, different kinds of universe, I have some recommendations for you guys, being Psycho-Pass, which has like 3 seasons and a few movies, which I'm sure most of you, if you have watched anime for quite a while, you have heard about Psycho-Pass. It's different, but also very similar to Cyberpunk. Vivizai, Fluoride's song, more related to AI, still very dystopian universe. And there's one more which I feel like it's the most similar to Cyberpunk Edgerunners, and that one was also amazing. If I could praise it the same way as Cyberpunk Edgerunners, I literally would. They're very different but also very similar, and they do so many things very good. And this being Akudama Drive, which is another amazing series. watch. This is the most similar one. If you like Cyberpunk Edgerunners, you're 100% going to like Akudama Drive. It has beginning, middle, and end, and the ending is also amazing. The characters over there, the song, the soundtrack, even here also I didn't mention the soundtrack, and yeah, you have another series just to binge watch, Akudama Drive, after you finished Cyberpunk and you just want more of the same, which I totally understand that feeling. But yeah, now to close off this video, I hope you guys are at least gonna check out the series. I highly recommend it, and I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought about Cyberpunk. What was your favorite character? What was your favorite girl? What do you think about the universe? Would you like another season, of course, with different characters, different stories, hopefully done again by Studio Trigger? What do you think about the anime in relation to the game? Which one do you think did a better job with the story? Of course, we're not talking about gameplay, only one is a game, but yeah, with the story, which one do you think did a better job? So let me know in the comments below what you thought about the series, your overall thoughts and anything about it. And I really hope you're gonna check out the series. Also, please drop a like and subscribe, it helps me quite a lot. I'm trying to grow the channel, get better at videos. If you have some constructive criticism or anything, let me know down in the comments below, or things that you guys would like for me to cover, do videos on. I'm open to ideas and suggestions. So yeah, please check out Cyberpunk Edgerunners. It's one of the best series I've seen in a long time. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye.